the VIP, and the Queen Champion Polo Club. Let the games begin!
Greetings and a very good afternoon to one and all. This is Eric Frank at CTV Sports, welcoming you to Grand Champions Polo Club Field number 5, where we are about to start our second match of the Top Pony 8 Gold 2025. Very nice picture there, a very nice view of the field number 5 and all the lovely polo flags, of course, up for the World Polo League, which got off to an absolutely amazing start yesterday. Thank you very much for joining us if you were here at Grand Champions Polo Club, and thank you very much if you tuned in on CTV Sports. As you may remember, 64 goals was the caliber of yesterday, and what a cracking game we had as we moved into the new week with a fantastic day. We've just come back from, most of the crew and I have just come back from spending a lovely day at Santa Rita Polo Farm for the 44th edition of the PTF, the Polo Training Foundation, the Avendano. What a great day we had so far with all the kids. I think close to 100 kids were out there this morning, all afternoon, probably still enjoying the rest of the day with a very nice asada barbecue. So what a great start to the week with the PTF after a cracking final, the first of our 4 finals of the World Polo League, making its return here for the 7th year in a row. But now today, as I said, our second game of the top pony 8 goal. Let me just give you a quick rundown before we get the first ball into play. Who is out there? Smithfield Farms today in the green shirts, led by the number 1, Craig Callen. He has always coming, well, as I say, as always, for the moment at least, still coming in off a -1 handicap. Then Fran G Villamil, the 1 goaler at number 2. At number 3, Manu Villamil. They're both obviously cousins. The 5 goaler, and Juanse Olivera with the light green helmet. That is the man with the number 4 on his shirt and a very strong 3-goal handicap. In white, playing against Victory Polo, we have at number 1, Kevin Schmeits. Coming in today for, we believe, nothing major but a slight injury of Dami Belardinelli. He's being substituted today by the 1 goaler, Vance Miller. At number 3, Segundo Caimi, the 4 goaler. And, of course, at back, Marcos Bignoli. Your 2 mounted officials, Mr. Dale Schmeits, there he is on a beautiful-looking pony. And Mr. Roddy Matthews, they will be our 2 mounted officials. So, all is set. This is a 5-team tournament. Where everybody basically plays everybody, more or less. Every team will have 2 games. A Tough Rider, for example, they'll be playing Victory Polo and Quite on Z. Amaro also will be playing Quite on Z and Smithfield in turn will be playing Amaro and Victory Polo. So obviously today's game is one of those matchups. And after all the games have taken place, the initial games, so every team will have had 2. The teams are then ranked from 1 to 5 based on their performance. A single-man shootout will be used as a tiebreaker for the top 2 teams to advance through to the final, if that were to be the case. And the 3rd and 4th will then play for the subsidiary final. Here we go then. Ball's in play. Best of luck to both teams. And, of course, a very warm welcome to everybody who's down there on the field watching the action as we see the first move here towards goal by Villamil. Goal judge there being very quick on his feet to make sure he doesn't get in the or stand in the way. But the attack has not yet come to a close as the man with the number 3 there in green, Manu Villamil, appealing. That's where the ball was saved, just literally on the door on the back line, on the doorstep, and surely this will go against Victory Polo, and will either have a penalty from the spot or a 2. Yeah, with such proximity to the goal, I would choose the spot hit as well. And the man who, well, was going to score, surely will do the honours here, picks up his first goal from the spot. Well done, Manu Villamil. So, early goal for Smithfield Farms. Now remember, this is our second tournament, our second 8-goal tournament of the season. The first, as you may remember, was the Aspen Valley Cup, which was won by Quite on Z, who of course would like to, if they can, have a similar run at winning this top pony 8-goal. Their opening match, Quite on Z, very close against Amaro. They beat them by 13 goals to 12, so they already stand with a 1-0. But it is still very much early days as we now once again on the ball see Manu Villamil working it very hard and has 2 Victory Polo defenders in hot pursuit. Over to the boards he goes. Villamil deciding to leave that one for his cousin Fran Villamil. Back to the 5-goaler, Manu. A lot of space to work with. Now the pass. And that was intended for his cousin, for Fran Villamil. Didn't quite get to it as Victory Polo able to clear it. Now you can see new line is created. And Marcos Bignoli very much saying, get out of my way. That is my right of way. Again here, no real crossing of the right of way. No crossing that little window. So good non-call here despite the appeal. And away we go. With a very nice run here up to the front door, looking for Kevin Schmeits. Ball gets sent back towards that halfway, and Segundo Caimi will try and do something with it, but there he is again, Manu Villamil. A lot of touches, a lot of effort from the get-go. Here's that backhander coming once again from Caimi. Nobody home on that halfway line. It will be Smithfield Farms who will hold on to possession. Little miss hit. Now then, Juanse Olivera, another one of those super talented players. And what a clever pass here up to Villamil. And Villamil will be thanking him very much for that, but the assist coming from Juanse Olivera. There you can see the pass again. Absolutely perfectly positioned, and then just with the putter out, one touch will be more than enough for Villamil, making it 2 goals, 10-0. We are still in that first chukker, and I believe, yes, we do. We will have our first courtesy change. Or maybe not, no, they're coming back out. I thought they were going to stay at the pony lines. Back out on the field, ready for the next throw-in. This time, it's won by Victory Polo. I thought that Vance Miller, the 1-goaler, as I said, who's coming in today for Dami Belardinelli. He'd got a little piece of it. Turn around. And now the shot on goal coming from Marcos Bignoli. Long ball. Right up to the front door. Now then, can he get and push it through, or did he even have to? Did that ball go in on its own? Either way, it's a cracking goal for Victory Polo. So let's have another look at this. Did Segundo Caimi score this one without any assist or any help? It looks like he did. So Segundo Caimi picking up his first goal of the match. But good to know that he was not there on his own, because we've seen that happen so many times. You're super confident, and then right in the last 1 or 2 seconds, you have a little bit of a hiccup. But here you can see all very calm, very cool, very collected as the players go off for their courtesy change. We'd be delighted to hear from you. Please do drop us a note if there's any questions you may have or anything you'd like to we'd like us to shed a bit more light on. Happy to answer any questions at ctvsports@gcpolo.com. And then, of course, the app is always a good thing to have with a daily updated schedule and a schedule of events of what's going to be taking place, for example, for the rest of this week. So, Dale Schmeits looking very dapper out there on a horse. Calls them all together. And that ball is thrown back into play. Near side backhand attempt. Didn't go quite as far as he'd hoped and wanted to. And again, on the move here, the player with the number 3 in that green shirt. No mistake this time round. Manu Villamil picking up his 2nd goal here in this first chuck-up. One from the penalty 2 spot and one out of regular play, or rather, I should say, from the halfway line. Just ran away with it. Huge opportunity here, and he did not want to waste that. So that is through. There wasn't much there that Marcos Bignoli could have done as they make their way back out to the field, to the halfway line for the next throw. And remember, the ball direction will change after every goal, so please don't be confused if you're thinking, why are they changing direction? That is an old tradition in polo, and away we go. Ball back in play. And it looks like Smithfield might just have the upper hand despite not winning the initial throw-in, but they've got possession, and they do like coming from behind. Give their opponents a sense of security, but you can't write the Smithfield Farmers team off by any stretch of the imagination. Now then, the turn of Juanse Olivera. Still Juanse tries to keep it back and inside the field. Pushed very far down into his own half. A little quick turnaround on the boards. Good control here by the number 2 in white. That, as I said, the substitution for Dami Belardinelli. a young man by the name of Vance Miller, also coming in off 1 goal. And based on that foul, a very quickly taken penalty, 5A, again by the man with the green shirt and the number 3, Manu Villamil, looking to play it up to Craig Callen. He was at the front door waiting for that pass to get to him, but Marcos Bignoli, he has other ideas. Now, was there a little rub there between Bignoli and Olivera? Let's have to wait and see. All right, there, coming down that new line, the number 4 in blue, in white, beg your pardon. So now, of course, the key question is ball placement. Well, it looks like it's on the halfway line. So we've seen a couple of players take a penalty from the halfway line and nearly scoring. Long ball coming down from Marcos Bignoli. Sent back, a little deflection. He gets away with it. Juanse Olivera. Once again, that ball intercepted by the number 2, Fran Williams, wearing the orange helmet. We have a breakaway play. Good defense, very good defense here. As once again, Juanse Olivera pushing his opponent further and further into his own half. We did have a whistle. And that will bring us to the end of the first chaka. So 3 goals to 1. A couple from Manu, 1 from Fran. They definitely got off to the better start. Let's see how this game continues. Join us when we're back here at CTV Sports for the top penny 8 goal.
If you are in the area, I suggest you make your way to Sunset Chocolate Cocktail, because this is the fun type polo match. It's where everyone's relaxed and chilling, just having a great time. We have great hors d'oeuvres and a special drink for the day.
Polo school is the funnest thing I've become involved with in the last year of my life.
Give me the confidence to be able to play an event in beach polo, Miami Beach, and snow polo in Aspen.
Our dedicated instructors have years of polo experience and are CHA certified.
It's important to us to come back and have a really good experience.
Every time you leave the gates from the polo school, you're hungry for more.
Once again, welcome back. A very good afternoon to one and all, especially everybody down at Grand Champions Polo Club. My name is Jan-Eric Frank, coming to you from the heart of CTV headquarters here in the heart of Wellington. And very much looking forward to seeing this game, as we have seen so far throughout the season, from 6 to 26 goals. Some amazing polo. I'm sure Smithfield Farms this afternoon in the green shirts will not disappoint, as won't Victory Polo. They're in the white shirts. And it was, beg your pardon, Smithfield Farms getting off to the better start in that first period of play, that first chucker. A goal from Fran G Villamil, and also 2 from his cousin Manu Villamil, 1 from the penalty 2 spot, which actually was more of a spot than a penalty 2, and 1 out of regular play. Just the 1 goal coming from Segundo Caimi. So they left the field 2 goals to 1. Let's see how, hopefully, those first chucker jitters will have died down a little bit. 3-1 really is not nothing to write home about, but you don't want the opposition carrying away or getting away with too many advantages. Building up on that cushion. Play will, of course, resume where the last chukker ended. Your two mounted officials this afternoon coming to you from Grand Champions Polo Club at field number 5 are Dale Schmeits and Mr. Roddy Matthews. And as I say, just about to get chukker number 2 underway. Just slightly beyond that halfway line, and away we go. Long, deep ball. Picked up here by the number 4, Juanse Olivera. Has not yet really got himself in a position where he can make a clean shot on goal. That is what he's clearly waiting for. As victory, Polo start running it and working it down the field. Good bit of tenacity there from the number 3 in white, Marcos Bignoli. Coming in off a 4-goal handicap, as I mentioned earlier, and now on the near side, nicely done to try and clear it. He's got traffic coming from the left. Segundo Caimi can take the man, can push him as long as it's shoulder to shoulder. Now he turns the direction, and a nice long ball downfield. Who can get to it first? Will it be a green shirt? Possibly. Vance Miller didn't get there quick enough. Very quickly taken around by the number 3 here in white, Marcos Bignoli. He's got 2 green shirts hovering in front and behind him. Nicely done. Nobody home to pick up this ball, which is beautifully played. But just nobody there, and that ball will also just trickle over the back line. So not quite yet to the level that we've grown accustomed to and expected. But I've got a feeling this there is still a lot more to come here in this second match of the Top Pony 8 Goal 2025. Knock-in coming from, this time, Juanse Olivera. Hammers one out to the left-hand side, and nobody there to look after Segundo Caimi. And I do like these sort of combination plays. He's going to let that ball come across his opponent's legs for the regular onside shot on goal. Had all the time. Just couldn't find the back of the net on that occasion. Everybody back out on the field. Here we go. A good 5 minutes remain. The whites have it. Victory Polo. Maybe just a slightly too perfect pass, or maybe not. What a cracking ball. Let's just have another closer look at that. Coming up in the slow-mo, absolutely superb stuff here. He approaches the player with the number 4, Marcos Bignoli. Takes aim, opens his shoulders, hammers one through. For a minute there, I thought it might just swear out to the right, but it goes straight through the upright. What a superb goal here for the number 4, Marcos Bignoli. His first of the game, and also his first here in chukker number 2. Ball is already back in play, and Juanse Olivera is going to try and work this one. Gets pushed out of the equation by Bignoli. Chasing that ball. Well, he thought that's not going to get me where I want to be, so I'll just let that one run out. Safety, I hear, just there. Thank you. So came off a defending player, so good call. They're going to have the equivalent of a corner. After a slightly ahead of schedule courtesy change. Nice picture there of Marcos Bignoli. Making his way back out onto the field. Well, they do try and keep these courtesy changes as short as possible. It's not really the time for chattering. It's the time for getting on a fresh set of legs and straight back out onto the field. Players are now very much tuned in, dialed in, warmed up, call it what you like, and they want to get on with the action. As we still wait for 1 or 2 players to make their way back out onto the field. to get Chucker number 2, or beg your pardon, the second half of Chucker number 2 underway. There you have a nice little shot of Juanse Olivera. And before we went for that courtesy change, remember the call was the safety 60, so the equivalent of a corner, which in this case is no more than 20 yards either side of the sideline. Just waiting for the umpire to call play, taking a very long run up here, Manu Villamil. Well, he's hit that very, very crisply. But not quite through the uprights, unlucky. And away we go once again with a new attacking play coming, or led in by the man with the number 4 in white, Marcos Bignoli. Oh, cheeky and effective steal by Smithfield Farms. Now then, has a little look. Where can he play? What can he do? Doesn't want to waste too much time, just working it as Manu Villamil will get a whistle on that. Yeah, I can see the action again. It picks up the ball. Was there a little sandwich there? Was there a little rub? There's a player right in the middle of 2 green players. And that might be the reason for there it is, right there, coming in from the left, the number 2, Fran G Villamil, and coming from the right. And that's just one too many players for comfort. And again, also very much going by what the rule book says. So, another cracking run here. He picked it up from the throw-in. Manu Villamil with a cut shot. Oh, that is superb. That is absolutely superb stuff. Well done indeed, that young man. See it again here, takes the ball round, very comfortable. I thought he might have just hit it wide, but he timed it just right. What a way to play, and what a way to score another goal. So, little over 2.5 minutes remaining here. 4 goals to 2. His 3rd goal now by Manu Villamil. And they're on the move again. They're on the move again. I mean, it's so quick here. Fran G Villamil this time picking up his 2nd goal of the match. Yeah, and all of a sudden, out of a 2-1, it's become a 4 goals to 2 here in Chucker number 2. And Smithfield just seem to have the slighter upper hand, the slight edge here on Victory Polo. Let's see if they can keep that momentum up until the end of the game. 2 minutes on the clock, as you can see there in the background of your screens, on your screens. And the ball is thrown back into play. And away we go. And just like we had to explain this morning, it is tradition that after every goal is scored, they change the ends. Juanse Olivera. Olivera, has he done enough? Of course he has. Juanse Olivera now also picking up his 1st goal of the match, which puts them in a very comfortable spot here, leading by 6 goals to 2. Kept his head nicely down. Follow through was clinical. It's always the same when you're out there and you think, you know, you've got to put it away, and then very often you shank it to the left or you shank it to the right. So you've got to stay focused at all times. Of course, the quicker your mind can compute the next play and anticipate where that ball's going to go to, you of course have the upper hand. But important, of course, are always the ponies. They are the ones that get you there. Again, another deep neck shot here. And this time, Smithfield Farms will pick it up. Player with number 3. Juanse Olivera, having already scored 3 goals so far, twice in the first, 1 in the 3rd chucker, in the 2nd chucker. In this, the 2nd chucker. And this is what hard work pays off. Very nicely done if that went through. No, it didn't. It was left behind to be picked up by you-know-who, the number 2, Francisco Villamil, now also with 3 goals to his name, 1 in the first and 2 here in the second. A little unlucky there for Kevin Schmeits not to make the pickup. And the last few seconds of running down here in Chukka number 2. And I think they're gonna, I'm gonna call it a day. So that is it. 4 goals to 1 in favor of Smithfield. They need to tighten up a little bit on the back, Victory Polo. Make sure you stay with us here for Chukka 3. The first half coming to a close when we return here on CTV Sports.
When I founded the Taqueria 48 years ago, the goal was to service polo players fieldside and carry a complete line of polo equipment. Since those early days, we now carry everything for the horse and rider. Anything that goes on or near a horse, you're likely to find here in our store. We still have polo equipment made by polo players for polo players.
Have an opportunity. Santos Bellini gonna fire one from 60. Oh, off the post.
This place is special because of the unique environment and nature that you have around here.
There's an endless amount of things to do here in Aston Valley, so this is the place to be in the summer.
Great group, you know, it's like a big family. We're all, you know, on the field it's intense, we compete, but off the field we do a lot of fun stuff.
Oh, it's like playing in the polo heaven. It's perfect.
Once again, a very good afternoon and welcome back to the third of our 6 chukkers of this, the Top Pony 8 goal, coming to you live from Grand Champions Polo Club down at field number 5. The 2 teams that are out there, Smithfield Farms in the green shirts today and Victory Polo in white, who, well, they didn't have the greatest of starts. It was very much Smithfield Farms from the get-go, picking up 3 early goals in that first chukker, and just a single goal by Segundo Caimi in chukker number 1 as well for Victory Polo. Chukker number 2 wasn't much better. They got another goal, Marcos Bignoli, but 4 on the account of Smithfield Farms, 2 by Fran G Villamil, 1 by Juanse Olivera, and another one, his 3rd overall, by Manu Villamil. That's how they left the field. It is 7 goals to 2 here in the top, at the beginning of the start, if you will, of chukker number 3, and away we go. Once again, the man with the number 4, Marcos Bignoli, needs to somehow get past the number 3, Manu Villamil. Deflection. He's going to get lucky and get another bite here. We'll leave that one behind for his number 3, Segundo Caimi. Segundo Caimi, that ball is running. Well, it looked to me like it clearly crossed the line. Segundo Caimi timed it just right, found that little gap, and just hammered one down after Bignoli clearly had nowhere to go. Here it comes again. There is the drive. Just keeps his head down. Super stuff. And for Victory Polo, a very important goal here, especially early on in chukker number 3. Back to the halfway line then. Ball's in play. Still a bit of a scrum going on. Juanse Olivera and Manu Villamil working very well together. And that man, there he is, Manu Villamil. Villamil, well, coming right back at you with a superb play here from Manu Villamil, picking up his 4th goal in total, his 1st here in chukker number 3. And this is another example and a very good case why it is so important to try at all costs, well, I say at all costs, at all means, to try and win those throw-ins. If you have the ball in your possession from a throw-in, that immediately puts you in the offensive mode. Your opposition has to then react by playing obviously more defensively in the hope that they can claw that ball back. But it looks like here Smithfield Farms are winning nearly every throw-in. Little duel there between the number 3 in green, Manu Villamil, and the number 4 in white, Marcos Bignoli. What was the play again as it unfolds? Up, tap, 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 up in the air, then he lost it. Had to leave it behind and had to leave a little bit of space here for Bignoli to make that play. It looks like it's going to be another hit from the centre, another penalty, 5B, against Smithfield and for Victory Polo. And away we go, quickly taken, down comes Sid Hammer, puts it up to the left-hand side, gets pushed further and further back into his own half. Beg your pardon, over the halfway line, I meant to say. And what a nice run here, and what a great pick-up by the number 3. Look at this, Manu Villamil, and on the inside of that, oh, how amazing. Nearly took the goal judge with it, but what a great manoeuvre there, right in front of that goalpost. Absolutely splendid stuff here. Wouldn't mind having another look at that. The pass came, it was a deep pass. He picked it up. Nice first touch on the near side, and then the finishing touch there from the wrist. Look at that, beautifully done. Perfect. And remember, this is 8-goal polo. So, very quickly here, extending their lead to now 6 goals, 9 goals to 3. And ball's back in play. Victory Polo will have plenty to discuss here in that half-time break, which is coming up, of course, in just a few minutes. But they can't get enough, and if they can put up another one, they will. Smithfield Farms now very much in control of this game. And still a good 4 minutes remaining here in the first half. Can they pick or claw a couple back? Remember, they change ends after every goal mouth. In case you're wondering why they were playing towards the south end of the field. Another breakaway play here for Smithfield Farms. And again, guess who? It could be his 6th goal of the, I was going to say of the afternoon. It was cleared just before it went over. Very good defense here by Victory Polo. And that whistle at 3:32 will allow the players for a quick courtesy change. My goodness, what an amazing goal we just saw. In succession, 2 amazing goals coming from Manu Villamil. And with those 2 goals, that 1 goal from Segundo Caimi seems kind of null and void. Hasn't had much of an impact on what we were hoping would be the case within the Victory Polo team. But it's working like clockwork here for Smithfield Farms. Craig Callen, Fran G Villamil, Juanse Olivera, and Manu Villamil. So another, as I say, a little over 3.5 minutes to go. Plenty will, I'm sure, be discussed with the coaches and all the dignitaries within that Victory Polo team. Need to tighten up a lot more. I think the man marking has room for improvement. Far too many times have they broken away, and that would just suggest that there's something not working, and it looks to me like your defense. And if at the same time you can't be scoring goals at the front, well, then you've got a problem, because Smithfield Farms are going to come out. Good picture here of the man who scored 5 times already in this game, Manu Villamil. But there is still time to pick up goal number 6 here in the remaining 3.5 minutes of chucker number 3. Right, I've just been told there was indeed, in actual fact, there was a whistle. Yeah, and I can see why now. A little bit of an uneven ride-off in green. Craig Allen taking on the man in white at number 4, Marcos Rios, just ever so slightly cut in front of him. And another long ball in front of goal and a finishing touch. Oh, what a great way to finish that. Well done indeed. And I believe he might have just got a piece of it. We'll see here again the ball coming from a Segundo Caimi. And then Vance Miller, I believe, at the front there, just had to nudge it through. Or did that ball even go through on its own? Either way, it's a very important goal for Victory Polo. So we'll have our drone footage look at that, but I'm going to make a note of it as being a goal for Marcos Riglos. I don't think that Vance Miller was able to get there, and or did he? I wouldn't mind having another look at that. Meanwhile, up the other end of the field, things are moving quite rapidly. A little bit of a momentum now going. A lot of appeal to the umpires. Everybody slowly but surely raising their sticks. We do have a whistle. Not quite sure what the umpires saw there, but that's why they are the umpires. They will see more things than most. And they will also see how plays unfold themselves. A little bit of blocking there from the number 4. It looked, from what I'm looking at here, from Juanse Olivera, that might not be the case. We'll just have to wait and see what they decide. Well, looks like we're going to see a penalty 4. Yeah, penalty 4 is the conclusion and the result of that foul, that right-of-way foul, just a few moments ago. Oh, it went through. Well done indeed. So all of a sudden, Victory Polo coming back very, very strong here in the closing parts of Chukka number 3, which of course will bring us to the halfway time. So Marcos Bignoli also now picking up his hat-trick. 3 goals of the game. Let's keep a look at the clock. A little under 2 minutes remain. Once again, Juanse Olivera. He's got a man behind him. He's got a man in front of him. Needs to be very careful here. They can't be directly in front of him. That does not give the player much of an opportunity to make the play either to the left or to the right. I think that's how the umpires will have seen it. Turn nicely in the corner. Now, will they do the switcheroo? Where's the ball gone? Oh, there it is, still controlling and working it very nicely. Unloads. Unlucky, very unlucky. Manu Villamil out to try and make it goal number 6. Back in play. The knock-in coming. Marcos Bignoli. A lot of space on the left. Could do a little fake and a reverse, and now he's going to follow suit. The man with the number 4. Beg your pardon, that was Riglos. Before that was Segundo Caimi. Riglos now, Bignoli now on the ball. Little under the neck, little deflection. Has to go back and pick it up. Well played, Segundo Caimi. Told to leave it. We've seen this combination a few times as Marcos Bignoli will try and run this one himself, appealing. Looked pretty safe to me. No need to make a call there. I'm glad that we didn't get a call. Near side back. And there is the turn. Right, well, we'll come back and we'll have a closer look at that in this small, but don't go far, small half-time break. 2 goals to 3 this time, 3 goals to Victory Polo. Is that the turnaround? We'll know more when we come back. Stay with us.
if you are in the area, I suggest you make your way to Sunset Chocolate Cocktail, because this is the fun type polo match. It's where everyone's relaxing, chilling, just having a great time. We have great hors d'oeuvres and a special drink for the day.
This place is special because of the unique environment and nature that you have around here.
There's an endless amount of things to do here in Aspen Valley, so this is the place to be in the summer.
Great group, you know, it's like a big family. We're all, you know, on the field it's intense, we compete, but off the field we do a lot of fun stuff.
Oh, it's like playing in the polo heaven. It's perfect.
Playing in a dedicated women's polo league is great for progressing your polo. It's great for us to play together as women, to have a chance to take to the field with some of the best polo players in the world. It's helping us come together, improve our polo and keep up playing a regular high level of polo.
Like, I'm learning so much. I am shadowing some of the best women players in the sport, and it's just been an incredible journey, really.
I have played at Santa Rita before and I love it here. It's a fantastic club. They do so much for not only just polo but women's polo, so we're very excited to be here, and you know, huge thanks to Melissa and Mark for having us.
When I founded the Taqueria 48 years ago, the goal was to service polo players fieldside and carry a complete line of polo equipment. Since those early days, we now carry everything for the horse and rider. Anything that goes on or near a horse, you're likely to find here in our store. We still have polo equipment made by polo players for polo players.
Have an opportunity. Santos Bellini gonna fire one from 60. Oh, off the post.
Polo school is the funnest thing I've become involved with in the last year of my life.
Give me the confidence to be able to play an event in beach polo, Miami Beach, and snow polo in Aspen.
Our dedicated instructors have years of polo experience and are CHA certified.
It's important to us to come back and have a really good experience.
Every time you leave the gates from the polo school, you're hungry for more.
Playing in a dedicated women's polo league is great for progressing your polo. It's great for us to play together as women, to have a chance to take to the field with some of the best polo players in the world. It's helping us come together, improve our polo and keep up playing a regular high level of polo.
Like, I'm learning so much. I am shadowing some of the best women players in the sport, and it's just been an incredible journey, really.
I have played at Santa Rita before and I love it here. It's a fantastic club. They do so much for not only just polo but women's polo, so we're very excited to be here, and huge thanks to Melissa and Mark for having us.
Have an opportunity. Santos Bellini gonna fire one from 60. Oh, off the post.
Welcome back, everybody. A very good afternoon. CTV Sports here, bringing you the Top Pony 8 Gold 2025, our second match of this 5-team tournament. Great to have you with us here. We are, of course, at Grand Champions Polo Club on field number 5. If you've just joined us, it's been a very, very exciting and a very fast, above all, game between these two teams. Smithfield Farms in the green shirts, led by Craig Callen at number 1, Fran G Villamil at number 2, Manu Villamil at number 3, playing off 5 goals, the highest rated player on the field, and Juanse Olivera playing the number 4 position with a very strong, solid 3 goals. Well, those 4 boys managed to score a total of 9 goals in the first half, 3 in the first, 4 in the second, and another 2 in chukker number 3. Didn't quite go as planned, as I'm sure they wanted it to go in that first half of Victory Polo. Kevin Schmeits at number 1 in today for Dami Belardinelli. We've got Vance Miller, the 1-goal player, at number 2. Then at number 3, Segundo Caimi, and at number 4, Marcos Bignoli and Bignoli. They only were able to score a total of 5 goals, and that was quite a lot of work getting those 5 goals up on the score sheet. Got off to a shaky start with just a single goal in the first chukker, 1 again only in the second. Things started to go their way a little bit better in the third chukker, where they picked up a total of 3 goals, actually beating Smithfield Farms in that isolated chukker by 3 goals to 2. But they still have to make up for the loss, or the losses, in those first 2 chukkers, a total of 4 to be precise. You join us as they've just come back out after, I'm sure, a lengthy halftime chat there, especially with Victory Polo needing to tighten up on several things, especially when it comes to their defensive play and marking up, because as we were discussing just now here in the studio, that Smithfield Farms team, especially the combination of Villamil, the 2 Villamils, Fran and Manu, who are extremely fast and well mounted, and then of course with the support of Juanse Olivera, who, as I said, is playing a very, very solid 3 goals. That is yeah, a tough nut to crack. So let's see what the coaches will have said, or the entourage would have said to Victory Polo. Well, this looks like they're going to get a chance here to pick one up, an early goal here in chukker number 4, and that could it's a penalty for that they've been given after that first foul, so this could be a big opportunity here for the number 3 if he indeed is going to take this penalty. Segundo Oh, it looks like it's been moved up 2 or 3, so that would suggest some kind of severity in punishment has been awarded, so some sort of a technical. If we get any information on that, we will, of course, let you know. And as I said, that makes things a little bit easier now. Open goal, undefended, and it'll be, well, the way he's countering towards that ball, Marcos Bignoli. And Bignoli straight down the middle picks up a very important goal, and from this penalty 3. And all of a sudden, it's just a 3-goal cushion that Smithfield Farms have. But as I said, the way they've been playing, Victory Polo need to stay very much focused here and try and shut them down a lot earlier. Extremely well mounted, oozing of confidence, and working very hard for every square inch of field and possession. And once again, you see it here, the tenacity. He just gets stuck right in there, the man with the number 3, Manu Villamil. Little turnaround and a pick-up now. That was Vance Miller. Like to maybe see a little bit more from all 4 players. Little under the neck shot, and that pass again going into no man's land. Little backhand shot, ball is still in play. Well, looks like they've come out. You can virtually feel how Victory Polo, after that pep talk in the halftime break, you know, they seem to be a lot more, I don't want to say aggressive, but a lot more, yeah, aggressive in their mindset, coming out all guns blazing. And of course, what they don't want to be doing is giving away fouls or being fouled. Let's see what happens here. We see, yeah, that would have been an uneven ride off there. There's a little bit of a rubbing there. He looks around over his shoulder. I can understand why. A very good call here by Marcos Bignoli. Not quite. Or a delay of game. And that could, of course, be another thing as well. Yeah, looks like it's going to go more that way. So it's going to be given to the Greens, to Smithfield Farm. And very quickly, Juanse Olivera will not waste any time. And again, look at that. A lot of open space here on the left-hand side. And that's how you dismantle a defense. The extension, or the pass, from Fran G Villamil. Didn't quite get the contact on that ball that he wanted, or a little bit of a miss. In comes Vance Miller with a powerful shot downfield. Nobody there to pick it up, maybe a little mistake, and that's what they can capitalize on. Once again, Segundo Caimi. Miller coming up there as well. Now, did he cross? Did he not cross? To me, it looked relatively straightforward. Yeah, no whistle on that play. Good non-call, I thought. Little flick of the wrist, the switcheroo, and away we go once again. Oh, he's just gone right through the man. He's gone literally straight through him. Now that is more like it here from Segundo Caimi, and Victory Polo picking up their 2nd goal in succession here in Chukka number 4. Remember when they came out after the halftime break, it was 9 goals to 5. And within a matter of minutes, 3 to be precise, they've reduced that deficit just to a mere 2 goals. And I'm pretty sure we are going to have our courtesy change, excuse me. Have a courtesy change. So whatever the coaches were saying to Kevin, Segundo, Marcos and Vance seems to bear fruits very early on here. Seeing a complete, well, I'll say completely, but a slightly different attitude coming in from Victory Polo here in this second half. Definitely starting the right way. 2 very quick and very important goals that will make all the difference. And let's see if that has a knock-on effect throughout the remaining 3:47 on the clock here in Chukka number 4. And if they can carry that spirit across into Chukka 5 and 6, well, then it will be a very, very exciting match. No end. Quick reminder that the 6-goal action continues tomorrow. So do join us on CTV Sports tomorrow afternoon, 3 p.m. The 6-goal continues. The 3 Graces will be up against Team Valera. So make sure you stick around or you join us for that. And plenty more polo coming your way on CTV Sports this week. Remember, if you haven't already got the app, get yourself the app or go to gcpolo.com for daily updates on scheduling and also telling you what's happening around the world of polo here at Grand Champions Polo Club. So, looks like we could have an offsetting foul situation here. Both teams lining up, ready for that next throw-in. Wind also seems to have died down a little bit. Always good when you see all those lovely flags on Lake Worth Road, who are still blowing, but not as strong as they did a little bit earlier this afternoon. Here we go then, back to the halfway line, a throw-in, and it looks like it will be Smithfield Farms to win the throw-in. A nice pass coming from Juanse Olivera, and he's found at the front door. Fran G Villamil, he gets pushed out to the side. Good defensive play here from Victory Polo. But you need to finish the deal. Seal the deal, as I should have really said. Little under the neck shot. Oh, cheeky and effective, and a good, tough ride off. Ball goes out of bounds. So, yes, a slightly different mindset here from Victory Polo in this second half. Secure possession, and away we go with another knock-in from Marcos Bignoli. Segundo Caimi right behind him. The rotation working very well. That was intended for Vance Miller. The young man there with the red hat now on the ball. Oh, nicely done. Back to Bignoli. And the open backhand from Manu Villamil out towards the boards. Little sword fight going on. Just picks up the ball and runs away with it. Little unlucky that he couldn't finish it all the way through and get to goal. The near side back, but look how quickly Bignoli now is turning. Got to say, I'm liking what I'm seeing here on our screens here at CTV Sports. And now, careful, because when this man gets let loose, Manu Villamil, the finishing touch. I think the ball did it on its own. A cracking goal by Manu Villamil. It does, of course, when you're putting everything up front, it makes your backline defense a little bit more vulnerable. And this is exactly what Smithfield Farms were speculating on and have capitalized on with this superb run and an absolutely fantastic finish by Manu Villamil. Look at that. Perfect. And that puts them into double figures. So still 3 goals in it. But the Victory Polo aren't fazed by this and keep playing the way they have since they got back out in that half-time break. Then we should have an exciting 5th and 6th chukker coming your way. But Smithfield have it again. Look at this, under the neck. And the finishing touch on the near side by the number 4, by Juanse Olivera. What a great read and what a great finish. Absolutely superb. That's why you should never stop and always stay focused until you really know it's done and dusted. And what a great touch there by Juanse Olivera. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant polo here. This top pony 8-goal 2025. Yes, exactly what I said. 8-goal. You'd think it was higher, but it is 8-goal. And let me tell you something. You won't be disappointed when you tune in to watch a 6-goal tomorrow. Exceptionally high standard of a polo being played here. Ball's back in play. The Greens have it again. Smithfield. Little backhand shot. He's got eyes in the back of his head, and look at that. Finds Villamil. This time it was Fran. Game getting very nicely heated up here. Once again, Segundo Caimi. Back up to Bignoli. Everybody overrides. Once again, in comes Segundo. Segundo, the finishing touch. Segundo, can he? He was just a bit too far out to the left-hand side. As that will bring us to a very, very exciting end of a 4th chukker. 2 goals apiece. Well, they can keep that up. For as far as I'm concerned, make sure you join us and do not miss any of the action when we return for Chukka 5 and 6.
Polo school is the funnest thing I've become involved with in the last year of my life.
Gave me the confidence to be able to play an event in beach polo, Miami Beach, and snow polo in Aspen.
Our dedicated instructors have years of polo experience and are CHA certified.
It's important to us to come back and have a really good experience.
Every time you leave the gates from the polo school, you're hungry for more.
Welcome back, everybody. Fifth Chukka action about to come onto your screens. And, wow, let's just look at that last Chukka. Victory Polo, who were struggling, I think it's fair to say, a little bit towards the half-time interval. Every single Chukka, it had been gone in favour of Smithfield Farms, 3-1 the first, 4-1 in the second. Chukka number 3 is where they slowly started to get a grip on the very, very well-mounted and fast-playing Smithfield Farms. Victory Polo winning that Chukka 3-2. But like I said, there was a 4-goal deficit at the half-time break, and then they came back in Chukka number 4. And what an amazing start for Victory Polo in Chukka number 4. A goal by Segundo Caimi and a goal by Marcos Bignoli. Kind of suggested that things were about to turn, the tide had turned, and then when you least expected, well, you shouldn't really write them off. 2 absolutely incredible goals from both Manu Villamil and Juanse Olivera, especially the one that Olivera put away was, I thought, pure elegance. So they managed to keep that 4-goal cushion very much alive. So, second attempt now in Chukka number 5 for Victory Polo to try and claw away at those 4 goals that Smithfield have on them at the moment. They lead by 11-7. And I can see that things are getting nicely and properly heated up down there. Grand Champions Polo Club, field number 5. Again, a very warm welcome to everybody who's joining us down on the field this afternoon. Great to have you with us. If you were over at Santa Rita earlier, enjoying the fun day, the 44th Avondaniel and Taqueria President's Cup Memorial today, that we had absolutely super day. It's incredible how much joy you can get from just watching the youngsters from all ages get on a polo pony, having so much fun, and being so appreciative of the fact that they have the opportunity to do so. So well done, the PTF, well done, Jen McLeavy. Here we go then. They line up for the start of Chukka number 5. And they're knocking on the door here of Smithfield Farms, Victory Polo. Cheeky and effective steal, especially this young man. He's been absolutely on fire this afternoon. Manu Villamil. His passes, like here once again, absolutely incredible. Plays it to his cousin, Fran Miller, with the backhand, Vance Miller. And he read it well. He read it well, just kept or held back. And another one of those perfect passes. Miller once again having to clear it. He does a super job. But no recipient in a white shirt. The backhand from Craig Callen. Extended by the number 2 by Fran G Villamil. And intercepted by Segundo Caimi. Caimi now. We'll want to try and run this one. Caimi takes the man first. Has the hope, of course, that, yep, there he is, Marcos Bignoli, to come and back him up and support him from behind. Because he had a man taking him into the boards, and he had to play the man first. And that's also how you're taught, always play the man, then the ball. A little unlucky here, as that ball will jump out of bounds for Juanse Olivera. So there'll be a change of possession. Good 6 minutes remaining here in chukka number 5. So still all to play for. Those 2 goals from Segundo and Marcos in that last chukka. We've got everybody here in the studio thinking, oh, wow, here they come, Victory Polo. I'm going to do their name all the justice. But then they just turned it up again and they made it look so easy. Manu Villamil, Juanse Olivera, and also Fran Villamil, who picked up 3 goals in the first 2 chukkas. And away we go. Ball back in play, and it would appear that they are winning the majority of the throw-ins. Vance Miller coming in to sort and clean things up a little bit. Well done, Vance. Now he needs to cut between those 2. Oh, a little deflection. Unlucky, very unlucky. But luckily for him, there was another teammate there. Once again, turned on a sixpence. Marcos Bignoli sends Segundo Caimi up the field. Even hits him unintentionally. Puts his mallet down, well played, out of the air. He picks it up, Vance Miller appealing. Umpire says, we play on that one. A little cut shot, always missed it. You don't see that very often by Manu Villamil. Ooh, hard little ride off there from the number 2, Craig Villamil, and the number 3, Segundo Caimi. Back to Smithfield Farms. Manu Villamil. Not quite getting the ball where he wanted it to go. Juanse coming in for the challenge. Yeah, you've got to be careful there. He just moved out of the way. Well played, Fran Villamil. He had a man coming down the right of way, Marcos Bignoli. Don't want to be giving away unnecessarily ball possessions now, not at this stage of the game. The near side backhand, there it comes. Another deflection, but he's right there. Fran Villamil. Still Villamil. No one coming in to challenge him, and that's where I'm sure that the coach would have said, you've got to stick with your man and stick with him as long as you possibly can. That's going to go straight past everybody, maybe on the near side. Craig Callen, he went for it. Unlucky, but well done. Played the right shot, knew exactly what he had to do. But unfortunately, yes, ever so slightly, also cutting across now, I see it so quickly. He did play the right play, but came across that right away a bit too far with his pony. And Marcos Bignoli had already firmly established himself on that line. So unlucky there, playing the right shot, but just not where he should have played it. So that means ball possession and a long ball from Marcos Bignoli. Kevin Schmeits at the front there, couldn't do much with it. Juanse Olivera. Still Juanse, tucked in nicely behind him. His teammate Manu Villamil. Left to water to go to the board, Segundo Caimi. Caimi will turn things around, look for a little bit of space to work with. Olivera comes straight back into the game. But it's still the man with the number 3, Segundo Caimi, highest rated player on that Victory Polo team. And we're going to, yeah, let's have a look what happens here. He picks up the ball. Leaves it behind. Well, we did have a, yeah, we'll find out what actually happened there. We have a courtesy change, so stay with us. But so far, a goalless first half of a chukka. Haven't seen that very often in this particular game, in this pairing. But at least Victory Polo are doing something very right. They're keeping Smithfield Farms at bay, having shut them down on nearly every chance to try and run the ball through to goal. But also their own goal scoring needs to get up a pace or two. You can have the greatest defense in the world, but you do need an offense to score the points, which of course at the end of the day will hopefully be more than those of the opposition. and deem you the winner. So, let's see, because I'm pretty sure Smithfield Farms did not expect victory to come out the way they did, especially at the beginning of chukker number 4. It ended a draw, 2 goals apiece. And now we resume the action here with just under 3.5 minutes remaining in the penultimate 5th chukker. The other 5 teams, I did touch on them. We've got Tough Rider with Timmy Sharma, Benjamin Obregon, Nico Yernekian, and Agustin Obregon. A very, very strong team and a contender to go all the way through to the final. In our first match yesterday, Amaro Polo, defending champions, beat the runners-up Victory Polo last year, 11 goals to 9 in 2024. But that Amaro Polo team, of course, made up of Scott Sabaro, Nick Manifold, Chris Campson, and Michael Armour. Then we've got, for Victory Polo, you know, they're on the field. For Quite on Z, Alicia Zeidler, Artemio Figueres, very strong, Joao Pedro Sousa, and the 2-goaler Lucio Ocampo. Another very, very strong team that could also go all the way. And like I said, yesterday, Amaro conceded, had to, leave the field with a 1-goal difference, 12-13. They lost to Quite on Z. It was a very exciting match that we saw yesterday. I beg your pardon, the day before. As equally, this game has turned out to be of a very, very high level. And away we go once again with that man and the number 3 on his shirt, Manu Villamil, up to the front for Craig Callen. Good touch here by Craig. Tried to center it towards that goal mouth. The open cut shot didn't quite have the length that he was hoping it would have. Once again, there he is. He just keeps reappearing. Good steal here by Vance Miller. Now, Vance Miller needs to run away with it, and he needs to be quick about it. Another powerful backhand shot. Looking for Juanse Olivera. He's picked it up on the near side. Still Juanse. And there is the pass. Intended for Craig Callen at the number 1 position. Knocking on the door once again, a Victory Polo. They still have possession. A challenge coming in from Vance Miller on Manu Villamil. Sends it across the court. Now then, round the outside, a cut shot. What's he going to do? He's going to try and stick and ball it in. The near side back, but gives it straight back, and a nice switcheroo here as Marcos Bignoli sends that one upfield. He's found Segundo Caimi. Segundo needs to somehow get around the outside. Remember, he's got to cut in towards that goal mouth. Needs to get around the outside of Fran G Villamil. Not easy to do. Miller on the boards. So is Juanse. And with a little over a minute remaining, we have another whistle. Still no score in chukker number 5. And Victory Polo will, I'm sure, take a lot away from this game. So what does our umpire duo, our 2 mounted officials, what do they make of that? Yeah, there's a lot going on there. Play with the number 2. He at least cleared. Vance Miller cleared out of the way. Of course, you're not supposed to, and you can't ride into somebody from behind either. I can see one of the players from Victory, Segundo Caimi, going out to the pony lines to change ponies. Yeah. Like I say, a lot going on there, coming in from behind. When the player was stationary on the boards, had nowhere to go, wanted to take the ball from the boards and play it back into the field. Be interesting to see how the umpires have worked this one out. And still a good minute remaining here in chukker number 5. So Looks like the umpires have decided and awarded a hit from the spot. Penalty 5A in favour of Smithfield. Quickly taken by Juanse Olivera. Ball gets over the halfway line, but wrong colour shirt, little backhand shot, which nearly got intercepted. He was going to run with it. Vance Miller now on the other hand. He is on the move with a nice long ball upfield to Segundo Caimi. There was a contact there, but umpire says play on. And Fran G Villamil in front and on his own. He's only got Craig Callen in front to play it to. And there's the pass up down to the front. Craig Callen, can he jump onto this? Do not cross that line. Callen, oh, unlucky. Unlucky, but well played by Craig. I'm sure that's what they intended to do. And that will bring us to the end of, well, there's a surprise, a goalless fifth chukker. Make sure you stay with us, because I'm sure that will change in chukker number 6.
When I founded the Taqueria 48 years ago, the goal was to service polo players fieldside and carry a complete line of polo equipment. Since those early days, we now carry everything for the horse and rider. Anything that goes on or near a horse, you're likely to find here in our store. We still have polo equipment made by polo players for polo players.
This place is special because of the unique environment and nature that you have around here.
There's an endless amount of things to do here in Aston Valley, so this is the place to be in the summer.
Great group, you know, it's like a big family. We're all, you know, on the field it's intense, we compete, but off the field we do a lot of fun stuff.
Oh, it's like playing in the polo heaven. It's perfect.
Once again, a warm welcome. I hope you've been enjoying this nail-biting match of the Top Pony 8-Goal 2025. My name is Jan-Erik Frank. I'd like to welcome you on behalf of everybody here at CTV Sports, and a warm welcome to everybody down at Grand Champions Polo Club for watching with us. We had a goalless fifth chukker after it was, we had goals coming every chukker, and not too few. We had a total of 4 in the first, another 5 in the second, 5 in the third, only 4 in the fourth, and no goals in the fifth chukker. And there is still that 4-goal deficit. If you're looking, or if you're supporting Victory Polo, they are down to 7-11. Smithfield Farms, such a powerful force in this tournament. But you've got to give it up to Victory Polo, doing a superb job in their defensive strategy. As I'm just looking at that last whistle that last foul. Again, a lot going on here. And yeah, let's see. That's what I thought. Slightly off on his positioning there. So an open goal penalty too. A very important penalty coming up now here for Victory Polo. Nearly taking a little bit too much of the ground with him, but well done, Marcos Bignoli. Gets the scoring back up and running here in Chukka number 6, making it 11 goals to 8. Now, they were down by 4, now down by just 3 goals, but they've got to keep an eye on the time and try and capitalize on anything that looks remotely like a break to goal. They need to convert, but he's on the move again. This time they dodge a huge bullet there as that ball just going out on the right-hand side. Good defensive play there by Segundo Caimi. And Victory Polo have it because Manu Villamil, he was not far off target. So, do they have a set play for a scenario like this? Away we go then with Marcos Bignoli. First man to challenge him will be Fran G Villamil. A little bit of a miss hit and a good touch by Kevin Schmeits. He's going to have another go at this. Nicely done, Kevin Schmeits. And now Lance Miller, Schmeits. Good little run there by Kevin Schmeits. Well done. I think pretty sure Vance was just trying to help him and clear the way for him free. But now the turnaround, and look at that. Another perfect pass on the near side. Yeah, I didn't quite get to it. It once again was Segundo Caimi. Read it well. Villamil, the number 2, Fran. Turns it around elegantly. Loses it, unfortunately, and then it is back to Marcos Bignoli. Straight down the middle. Cleared on the halfway line. Back to the 3-goaler, Marcos Bignoli. Still Bignoli. He's got a man on. Slightly out to the left-hand side. Will he go? No, he won't. I was going to say maybe check up and attempt an under the neck shot. Probably thought he was too far out. Back to Segundo Caimi. And back to Marcos Bignoli. Wants to tee it up nicely. And, oh, great touch there from Manu Villamil. Now then, Miller. Miller could run away with it, but he's just got to shake that man with the number 3. Manu Villamil running and gunning. And that, I'm sure, will result in a whistle. Now, was there somebody in the wrong place at the wrong time standing in the way? Because that's another stipulation in polo. If you know that your play has been and gone, you need to step away, take the directest route out of that situation to allow the play to continue. So what have the umpires decided here? We have our last courtesy change of the match. We'll know exactly what they've decided when we return. A chance for me to remind you that the polo continues here tomorrow here at CTV Sports, the 6th goal, and that's another cracking tournament. I can only urge you to come and tune into 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, the 6th goal. The 3 Graces will take on Valera. And again, you won't be disappointed. The level of 6, 8 so far has been absolutely phenomenal. And of course, Grand Champions Polo Club featuring everything from 6 to 26. And on certain days like yesterday, as far as or as high as 64. If you were here with us yesterday, well, you will have enjoyed a fantastic high goal day of polo. 2 32-goal teams playing for the All-Star Challenge Riemenschneider Memorial. That took place yesterday. And then since this morning, from all corners of America, we've had families bring their children to the 44th Avondaniel, President's Cup, Taqueria, PTF Polo Training Foundation Day for the kids. And what a great day it was over at Santa Rita Polo Farm, where I'm sure they are still talking about and celebrating the achievements of their youngsters. And my goodness, what great future lies ahead. We are definitely not short of polo players for the future who just have a natural ability, a natural horsemanship, a natural eye for the ball, and extremely talented. So well done, the PTF. We've been around since 1967. That's how long they've been around, supporting kids from all levels, from all ages, from all social backgrounds, to integrate themselves and also understand what it means to be part of a great team like a polo team. So, with that said, everybody's back on the field. There is the last man coming now, Juanse Miller. The rest of the crew already waiting for him. Let's see if he can make the difference. They've gotten off to a good start with a goal by Marcos Bignoli, bringing it down to just 3 goals now between them and Smithfield. But those 3 goals need to be scored if they want a chance. And there is, unfortunately, not one of 3 goals. That one going wide out to the right-hand side. So this time Smithfield Farms dodging a big bullet. They now have a possession, and they also have time on their side. And I'm pretty sure the strategy will be, let's just hold on to the ball for as long as we possibly can and let the clock run down in our favor. Nice little chip shot there from Olivera across. Pass coming from Manu Villamil. They find themselves once again deep in the half of a Victory Polo. A little deflection. Chance to pick it up again, Marcos Bignoli. He can't touch that one, he knows it. Now the drive, and he's slightly rolling the wrist there, pulling the ball out to the left, as opposed to keeping it straight. And that could have possibly, with 2 goals in it, that could have, put a little bit of a scare on Smithfield Farms. But they've, of course, got the big clock out on the side of the field. They know exactly what to be looking for, how much time is left, as the clock now stops at 2:42. Allowing all the players to get back to where they need to be. So no advantage given. And away we go. Juanse Olivera. A bit of a bouncing pony, but he sends the ball back. Juanse Miller, well done. The touch and the pick-up from Marcos Bignoli. Stops, turns, has a little look. He's got a man on. This is what they've been doing so well. Fran G Villamil here, staying with his man. Still with the number 4 on his shirt. Still Marcos Bignoli takes a shot, and now it's through. And that's his 2nd goal for the 3-goaler here in Chukka number 6. So we do still have plenty of time. A good 2 minutes remain. 2 goals in it. So if on average they were to score a goal a minute, I'm sure they wouldn't mind that. Another look at how he stopped, turned his pony, opened his shoulders, and just smoked it through, making it 11 goals to 9 with, as I say, a good 2 minutes remain. But you want to be winning those throw-ins. You don't want your opposition, Smithfield Farm, winning the throw-ins. Hang on a sec. We had a whistle. We had a whistle on that last throw-in. That still looks very, yes, there it was, coming across the line, literally the line. You could see it on the field. The man with the number 2, Fran G Villamil. And a good call, a very good call by the 2 mounted officials. So a hit from the spot. It was within the 20-yard mark, or the 20-yard zone of that halfway line. Well, they were going to take that penalty. So here we go then. A minute 48. If you can put one, sink one from there, that would be just what the team needs now. Player with the number 3, highest rated player on that team, Victory Polo, Segundo Caimi. Needs to get around the outside of Fran G Villamil. Struggling, but working very effectively to keep the ball in play. Has to allow a little bit of space. And there is goal number 3. Well, you can see how easy it is if you just keep your head down and focused. A hat-trick now, 3rd goal. And that's put them within 1 of Smithfield Farm. Now, is Smithfield Farm, have they already not resigned as such, but thought, well, we've got this in the bag? Well, you shouldn't be thinking like that, because with a good minute remaining, anything is still possible. And to pick up his 7th goal in total, Marcos Bignoli, just the 1 goal is what they need to draw level, and they've got just shy of a minute in which to do it. So now, of course, should Smithfield Farms pick up the ball here and run with it, then I think it's relatively safe to say that would be game over. And we are down to the last 40-odd seconds remaining here in Chukka number 6. So still no score by Smithfield. 3 goals has brought them up within 1 goal that Smithfield have, and they'll be holding on to that advantage for as long as they possibly can. Everybody teeing up there for this penalty to be taken. Penalty 4, here it comes from the number 3. Segundo. Just wide, just wide. That could have made all the difference. Very unlucky. Okay. And I've just been told it came off a defending player, so they're going to get a second chance here. It came off a defender, so a safety 60. So it's not over just yet. Yeah, slight deflection there. You see it coming off a defending player that really could have gone into the own goal mouth. So, yeah, steers it out to the left of that left side goalpost. Now then, second attempt. Second attempt here for Victory Polo to draw level. One goal in it. And stepping up to do the honours, Segundo, or at least he's teeing it up, Segundo Caimi. All under the watchful eye of one of our two-mounted officials. So, who is going to step up? Will it be the number 3, Marcos Bignoli? Will it be, I beg your pardon, the number 4, Marcos Bignoli, coming in off a 3-goal handicap, or the number 3 off a 4-goal handicap, Segundo Caimi? It will be Segundo. It's high. It's still in play. It's still on the field. You can see it right there. Great drone footage, and yes, just want to get that away as far as you possibly can from your own goal mouth, but it's not over yet. He turns it. Marcos Bignoli. Still plenty of time. Bignoli, can he get around the outside of his number 2? Bignoli, 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 if only, if only. And what a great run, picking up his 4th in a Chukka. Marcos Bignoli has done what you would think is the impossible. Here another look at how he did it. Bignoli just bulldozes his way through, picks up his 4th consecutive goal in one Chukka. That is 8 in total that he scored. And that makes it 11 goals apiece. So, just when you thought it could get any better, well, it can, because we're going to go into a sudden death golden goal. The winner takes it all overtime at Chukka. But I'd like to congratulate both teams on a very thrilling match here in this top pony 8 goal. No score for, well, in 2 back-to-back chuckers here for Smithfield Farms. Very unusual. And what a comeback. 4 goals just by that one man alone. Marcos Bignoli will give the players a few moments just to catch their breath. It is 11 apiece. When we return, we will find out which will be or who will have that golden goal in this Top Pony 8 Goal 2025.
If you are in the area, I suggest you make your way to Sunset Chocolate and Cocktail, because this is the fun type polo match. It's where everyone's relaxing, chilling, just having a great time. We have great hors d'oeuvres and a special drink for the day.
Polo school is the funnest thing I've become involved with in the last year of my life.
Gave me the confidence to be able to play an event in beach polo, Miami Beach, and snow polo in Aspen.
Our dedicated instructors have years of polo experience and are CHA certified.
It's important to us to come back and have a really good experience.
Every time you leave the gates from the polo school, you're hungry for more.
Playing in a dedicated women's polo league is great for progressing your polo. It's great for us to play together as women, to have a chance to take to the field with some of the best polo players in the world. It's helping us come together, improve our polo and keep up playing a regular high level of polo.
Like, I'm learning so much. I am shadowing some of the best women players in the sport, and it's just been an incredible journey, really.
I have played at Santa Rita before and I love it here. It's a fantastic club. They do so much for not only just polo but women's polo, so we're very excited to be here, and huge thanks to Melissa and Mark for having us.
Have an opportunity. Santos Bellini gonna fire one from 60. Oh, off the post.
When I founded the Taqueria 48 years ago, the goal was to service polo players fieldside and carry a complete line of polo equipment. Since those early days, we now carry everything for the horse and rider. Anything that goes on or near a horse, you're likely to find here in our store. We still have polo equipment made by polo players for polo players.
This place is special because of the unique environment and nature that you have around here.
There's an endless amount of things to do here in Aspen Valley, so this is the place to be in the summer.
Great group, you know, it's like a big family. We're all, you know, on the field it's intense, we compete, but off the field we do a lot of fun stuff.
Oh, it's like playing in the polo heaven. It's perfect.
Well, I'm glad you're with us, those of you watching on CTV Sports. Great to have you with us, and of course, great for all of those of you who are down at Grand Champions Polo Club. Another warm welcome. Field 5, 7th chukker action. Well, how often do you have 7 chukkers back-to-back? We had one yesterday in the 26 goal, oh, beg your pardon, in the 64 goal, I stand corrected, of the World Polo League. The All-Star Challenge Final and the Rima Schmidt Memorial, and barely had that ball been thrown into play. A little bit of a slip by one of the players. He's okay, he's straight back up on his feet. Fran G Villamil. Both of these teams with 11 goals. Who is going to get the full dozen to win their opening match here of this 5-team tournament of the Top Pony 8 goal. But let's just look at what happened in that last 6th chukker. 4 goals that were needed, and they all came courtesy of one man. Marcos Bignoli did what he set out to do, which is keep the hopes of this opening match of that team very much alive in being victorious. And they've got possession. Now then, how will Smithfield Farms, who seem at the moment, or they have seemed for the last 2 chukkers to be a little bit stung or stunned by how Victory Polo came out, especially after the halftime break. That's when the turnaround came. They won the 3rd chukker 3-2. It was 2 goals apiece at the end of the 4th. And then there was a goalless chukker from both sides in the 5th, and then Marcos Bignoli just turned it up, took it to another level, scored the 4 goals that were needed, which has now pushed them and forced them into this 7th chukker. The golden goal, winner takes it all. And so far, it's very hard to gauge who might just have the upper hand here. A lot of adrenaline, of course, rushing through all 8 players now. Nobody wants to be the one who makes a mistake. And there will, of course, well, as far as we at CTV Sports are concerned, they're both worthy winners. There will, of course, be one actual winner and one runner-up in this game. But it just gives you a taste of what to look forward to. And there are still plenty of matches to be played in this Top Pony 8 goal. So, a hit from the spot, a penalty 5A, awarded to Smithfield Farms, and this young man who has been playing a stellar match here this afternoon with the number 3 in his shirt, the 5-goaler Manu Villamil. Will he be the one? He's going to definitely give it a go, but he's got to get past Mr. Bignoli under the neck. Where's that going to go? Oh, the post. Greg Callen. Nearly put it away, hit the post. How unlucky for Craig. In the right place at the right time. A difficult shot to do. He just got round it, and he just had to beat the post, and the post beat him. So away we go with another offensive attack now. Keep a close eye on what this man can do, what he has done. Will he make it 5 goals in a row? Nice clean swing here. Marcos Bignoli. They're going to have to shut him down. In comes Segundo Caimi. A lot of defense required here now. Juanse Olivera tries to get a piece of it. Hello, did that ball go over? I think it did. By the number 3, Segundo Caimi. After all that hard work, let's look at it again. Holds back, takes his time, a little flick of the wrist when nobody was watching, and what a way to finish in overtime, picking up his 4th goal of the match. Congratulations, victory Polo. For a long time, it did not look like it was going to go that way. What an incredible game. Compliments to both teams for giving us an absolutely thrilling match here at Grand Champions Polo Club. So we'd like to congratulate Kevin Schmeits, Segundo Caimi, the match winner, Marcos Bignoli, and of course Vance Miller. Well done. Also, of course, to Smithfield Farms. What a great match. Jubilations, I'm sure, all round. That's it from us for today after a fantastic day with the PTF, and now here to finish it off with this golden goal of the top pony 8 goal. Thank you very much for tuning in and for being with us. Remember, the action continues tomorrow at 3 o'clock with the 6th goal. You also don't want to miss that. Anything is possible at Grand Champions Polo Club, and of course all the action will be brought to you as always by CTV Sports. Thank you for tuning in.